my name is Patricia, and in this video I'll be sharing 3 key aspects of note-taking and 5 ways I take notes. For me, note-taking is about integrating information from various sources, such as lectures, textbooks, or YouTube videos. Processing information in a way that I best understand and enjoy reading repeatedly. For example, I like reading larger texts, so I also tend to write in larger fonts. Lastly, note-taking is also about finding new patterns and connections among different concepts. For example, in physics, it's very useful to look at gravity, electricity, and magnetism side by side. I usually use the OneNote app on my iPad to take notes during lectures, because it allows me to directly annotate lecture slides. I like the way it organizes. There are 3 main levels of organization. Throughout college, I've created a notebook for each class, and I organize each notebook into many sections such as lectures, homework, readings, discussion, and so on. And the lecture section is further organized into different pages for each lecture. I also love the looks of the dark mode. It reminds me of Khan Academy and other YouTube tutorials. The second way I take notes is by using blank sketchbooks. This is when the first 2 key aspects of note-taking really come into play. Note-taking during lectures typically isn't enough for me to thoroughly process everything, especially when the lecturer speeds through the lecture slides. So I would usually create a second version of notes by integrating information from both my lecture notes and other sources such as textbooks or YouTube videos. And I use sketchbooks for this because I like to process information by drawing diagrams and making concept maps. The third way I take notes is by using mini notebooks. This method of note-taking is particularly useful for writing down formulas and the most important details. I often use these notebooks as reference when I'm doing practice problems. I use tabs to organize different topics, and I use different colors of notebooks for different subjects. Green for biology, light blue for chemistry, dark blue for biochemistry, and pink for physics. The fourth way I take notes is by drawing posters. Posters are very useful for organizing all related topics onto a single page. By doing this, I am able to see many concepts simultaneously, and I often find new patterns and connections that I otherwise wouldn't have seen when the notes are on separate pages. These posters serve as large concept maps, and they are really fun to make. The last way I take notes is by creating flashcard booklets. While the previous methods are mainly concerned with the learning phase of studying, flashcards is most useful in the active recall phase of studying. I use Quizlet to create digital flashcards for keywords I need to know by heart. However, there are certain pathways and formulas that are hard to input for digital flashcards. I started using physical note cards for it and put them in business card albums. For exams that cover a wide range of material, it would be very daunting to review at first. Flashcards allow me to break down and memorize material in bite-sized pieces. I want to end this video by mentioning 2 things I often remind myself when I take notes. First, to avoid blindly copying and to stay conscious throughout the process. Second, to avoid being overly obsessive with the aesthetics. I believe the art of note-taking is to find a balance between organizing the information in a pleasant format and actively processing the material. Thank you so much for watching this video, and feel free to share your thoughts in the comment section.